What's good, family? What's happening? Welcome to the Realist Lounge. I am the hostess with the mostest, Shannon Nicole, and I have some new additions to the team. These are my family, my new co-host. Actually, we got my guy Fu. I'm quite sure you all have seen him several times on here, as well as unapologetically G. Don't be fooled by the smile. She a beast. He a beast. But listen, tonight is one of those episodes that might hit some, it might trigger some folks. It might trigger some folks. But listen, how could we have culture without context, right? That's what we do here at the Realist Lounge. We bring in culture and we bring in context and we put it together so we can make sense of so we can make sense of the world. And with everything going on right now, we got so many distractions that's happening in our current reality. I think it's so important that we align ourselves with our higher selves. We learn about what's spiritually tugging at us right now and what we need to do to cleanse our energy and move forward in this new year. Because I don't know if a lot of y'all know, the new year was not January 1st. It was not. It's actually going to be during the spring equinox, and the new year is actually starting this month on the first day of spring. So we want to get you all prepared. And I don't know if you all noticed, it's a lot of viral videos that's going on right now about Greek organizations, about, Christianity and Boule. A lot of ex-Greek fraternity people are talking about the things that took place. So we want to dive into that. And we're talking about Black Greek organizations and the viral videos and all the people that's denouncing it. We're going to talk about the Boule. We're going to talk about how it ties in with church life. And the biggest question people keep asking, is this power? Is it tradition? Or is it something darker? So pull up a chair. This gonna be, a little bit of barbershop type energy, beauty shop type energy. We gonna be respectful. We're not out here shaming nobody. We just want to enlighten the people. So I want to go ahead and give you all a quick disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Please keep it respectful in the chat. We're not doing no personal attacks. We're not doing no doxing. We could debate without being nasty, all right? And just to be clear, tonight we're just discussing the history, we're discussing the culture and the claims being made online. We're not declaring guilt. We might do a little judgy. We might be a little judge. We might, because I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a judge your ass. I got questions because I don't understand. It's a lot of things I don't understand. But at the same time, we're not gonna make no accusations, especially without receipts. So to go ahead, we're gonna do a little icebreaker. But first, I want my lovely co-hosts to introduce themselves to the people. I'm gonna start with, ladies first. So I'm gonna start with my sis. Tell them about yourself, G.
Hey, this is Unapologetically G. You know me from TikTok. Originally, I'm a national. I'm a secure party creditor. I have diplomatic immunity. I started my TikTok journey with that information, but I'm a truth teller, right? I'm a conspiracy theorist. So that's how you know me. And if you know me, you know my mouth. You know me well. Pleasure to be here.
We're happy to have you. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. And fool, you don't really need no introduction, but go ahead and tell the people who you are and who
Yeah.
you is.
What's up, everybody? Obviously, my name is Fu, but on all social media platforms, Unplugged Free Your Mind. I'm part of a 3-person team. Myself, the political agitator off of YouTube, and Jay. So we'll be making our comeback probably next Monday, right after the Realist Lounge. We're gonna keep it going or whatever. And same thing. It's just about learning how to think for yourself. Mm-hmm. That's our objective. We don't care if you agree with us or disagree with us. We just want you to think for yourself. That's all. And if you get down like that, we can all rock out together.
What's going on, Maurice Johnson in the chat? We don't have a lot of people in the chat just yet. We just starting. Hopefully more people will come. So we're going to go ahead and skip the icebreaker and we just going to dive right in. Now, when we think about Greek organizations, I'm quite sure a lot of us may know somebody who's a part of one. I know for sure I actually have people that I know. I was unaware of the type of things that supposedly was going on. I ain't gonna hold you, like, don't call me crazy, but I didn't know that, the early Greek fraternities and sororities were the Boule. Did y'all know that?
Nah.
Yes.
So you did know?
Absolutely. That's why I thought the boule was when we the boule has always been connected for me to the Greeks. For me,
Why? Why is that?
I had really my grandparents was radical. My grandfather was a motherfucking mess. So he told me from jump who to trust and who not to trust. I remember having those conversations about these boule motherfuckers.
I'm over here laughing because when she mentioned boule and you mentioned boule in Greek, and I can't attribute that shit to now because there's some hood ass motherfuckers that are in the fraternities and sororities. Oh my god, they ain't boule. Obviously, they're not gonna go to the meeting. They're not gonna go to that meeting. They just in the group. They just there.
There was a different level of professionalism and a different level that we had to carry ourselves clearly when the boule first came out and then turned into the Greeks. So that makes sense. You're absolutely right. It's definitely a difference now.
What do you think is the difference?
What he said, just I don't know what has transpired to make them not the same, right? To make not how they used to be, but a different culture. Everything has changed in the culture, in how we raise children. I think a different dynamic in the home. A lot of things had to do with that. We made so many strides as a community, as Black community, that it's not an effort to press a boundary or hit a ceiling. The ceilings have been crashed through already. So it's not the same type of, I don't know, emotional connection. It's not the same type of desire to be great. It's not the same type of desire to I think that, well, shit, I don't know. My intuition was just about to say to prove to white people. Okay.
That's kind of what it feels like. I mean, like when I kind of dived into the history of it, okay, when I kind of dived into the history of it, damn it. Okay, guys, just so you all don't think that I'm dyslexic, spell check kicked my ass, and typed unfiltered wrong. So, it's unfiltered, not unfiltered. Now, Nick, this is what's messed up. This is why you supposed to be co-host, because we've been sitting here talking for a whole hour. Why y'all ain't noticed this then?
That's my first time seeing it. I ain't see it.
I feel like that they changed that shit like right after we start, like right before we started. I'm shitty. Oh my God, this just went to everybody. Damn, they gonna think I'm dyslexic. They gonna think I'm retarded. Oh man, I can't change it. It done already went. Ain't nothing I can do now.
Damn. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. We'll make the best of it. That's how they get down. It's fine. Fuck it.
That's some bullshit. How y'all not gonna change? How y'all gonna let me go down like that? Damn, this why I'm leaving this place. I can't stand with y'all.
Hold up. Yo, kid Gravity, my man. Good looking out with hopping on. She's saying she gonna start fucking with Restream. She ain't fucking with what's name. What the hell?
That's possible. I'm just gonna say it's possible.
They just removed my live access off of TikTok, saying I violated something.
You said retarded.
What'd you write? Oh, because I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I just want to say this again. Y'all let me know in the comments right now. Do you all feel as if like lately they have just been like super damn strict when it comes to TikTok lately? Am I tripping? Like ever since it got sold
to the juice boxes?
Like I just feel, but the weird thing is that like it's damn near like rules for thee, not for thee, like rules for me, none for thee. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people could say whatever the hell that they want to say, but then like certain people can't. I literally just watched a video yesterday where a Hispanic woman disrespected the entire Black community. This bitch literally said that we stink.
Oh, you talking about that Haitian chick?
No. This was a Latina chick. She was talking about the dating life or some shit like that, talking about dating and whatnot. And she literally said, and I quote you, that people that she asked around and this, that, and the other, and motherfuckers was telling her that the reason why Black people are the least desired population to date is because we have a fucking smell.
Oh, please. And guess what? I'm going to tell you something that most people don't know about. I have traveled the world. Black people are not the least desired. I'm going to tell you who the least desired person in all of fucking humanity over the world is: Chinese.
Really?
Yep. They despise. Do you know how Chinese act when they go to other places?
No.
Completely and utterly disrespectful. They think because they got money, oh, they nasty. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I don't, and I don't want to shit on nobody's race or nothing like that, but I'm like, how the hell is that? You could go with that, but then like I can't say retarded.
Right.
You could go with that, but I can't talk about lynching.
Right.
I literally had got a strike on TikTok for saying the word lynching. And I don't understand it. And this is no disrespect to my non-black people. But why? Well, like, I don't know why Europeans are so damn upset about lynching. Bitch, it ain't happening to you.
Right. I don't think that's it. I just think that information, keywords of information that belong to a group or community, they don't want to, they know we in here talking about something.
I swear to God, I just don't be understanding. But anyway, let's get off into this shit, man. I ain't about to let them rain on my parade. We're gonna talk about Greek life unfiltered. We're gonna talk about Greek life unfiltered. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. So we want to talk about the history. Now, before we get into the rituals, we gotta talk about the history. Like, why did Black Greek organizations exist in the first place? So let's start with you, Fu. In 60 seconds. Why do you think that they were put in place to create, to solve a problem in the Black community?
The thing about, to me personally, I think stuff in the very beginning was something like that. The intention probably was there, maybe because it was about togetherness and all this other shit. But the problem is we always see stuff that's surface level. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We have no idea. And it gives the powers that be, the boule, secret, whatever we want to call them. We never go to this meeting, but this shit, they'll have everybody there. And people can get into this crowd or whatever. So that's the part that we will never understand. We don't see that. We can't compare this right here to like Fred Hampton, what he was doing, because everybody was welcome. It was a difference. And that's where we got to go to. So we don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. And that's the shit that makes it dangerous. But you got people that actually believe it could help their lives. And most of those people are very influential. They just accept anything. They don't know what's behind. They don't know what's behind it. They don't know the real intentions. And I say this and I'll be quiet. The other sad part is most people want to be a part of something. They just, and that makes them vulnerable because they will do anything. Think about what we're talking about. They will do anything to be a part of it. Everybody ain't got that in them. I damn sure don't.
I ain't got it.
Not happening. It's not happening.
What you think? What you think, sis?
So I agree with Fu as in to the pledgees now don't know what's going on. But from the beginning, they knew exactly what the hell they were doing. It was all set up from the beginning. If you like, can we start talking about this history?
Yeah, go ahead, dig. Yeah, and I'm glad that you said that because I'm kind of new to it a little bit. So like, definitely let the family know about the history.
So they definitely knew. They definitely knew what was going on. So May 15th, 1904 is when the boule was started. The boule consisted of 9 Negroes. I don't have the names of everyone, but we can look this up. So I know for certain Dr. Henry Menton was in there, very influential doctor back then, and W.E.B. Du Bois. Now, what W.E.B. Du Bois did, he was the one who changed the boule into a exchange. He changed it into an exchange. So 1904, the boule was started. The boule symbol is a half lion, half male, half female. The original symbol has the left paw on the skull. They took that off, and now they created the symbol with the right paw on an urn. But if you put urn and skull together, or skull urn, you'll see it's a witch's necklace that a lot of witches and warlocks use to hold the ashes of the dead. Right? So they are holding and carrying the ashes of the dead. Let's just keep that in mind. Okay. So 1904 was created. It was created in Philadelphia. If you know anything about Philadelphia, Philadelphia is the creator of a lot of this demonic shit. It is the creation of a lot of demonic shit. The Prince Masonic Order was created in Philadelphia. So W.E.B. Du Bois at that time wanted to, I don't know how they got in contact with each other, but Margaret Sanger came to W.E.B. Du Bois when she first wanted to bring this Planned Parenthood into the Black community. And he told this bitch,
imagine calling Republicans and Trump supporters
he told this young lady, the only way to get into the Black community is to target the Black pulpit. So in 1929, the Harlem Pastoral Allegiance was founded. It was founded specifically for Margaret Sanger ass.
So whoa, pause, and clip that. So what you're saying to me is that the only way that they would be able to infiltrate the Black community
is through the church.
Through the church. I'm gonna let you continue, but because I told y'all I had something I needed to say to y'all asses about that church word, but I'm gonna let you finish because I'm so excited that you said that right then and there. Go ahead, please continue.
So in 1929, they created the Harlem Pastoral Allegiance. On the outside, it was created for pastors to get together to start an allegiance. On the inside, it's created specifically for influence. In that first meeting, Margaret Sanger was there. Margaret Sanger offered every pastor in the allegiance $500. Them niggas sold us out for $500.
Damn.
$500 created an avenue for her to be able to come into those churches, just like politicians do today, to come in and to preach whatever she had to say and to get the backing of the Black church. She opened her first Planned Parenthood on the corner of like Harlem and motherfucking 27th with the approval of the Black Allegiance, this Black Pastoral Allegiance. So now check this. It went from the Boule and the Black Pastoral Allegiance right into the Black Greek organizations funded by Rockefeller. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, and all the Divine Nines, all of them, they all protect these families.
So yes, so listen, so when Rockefeller foundationally funded the Greek Nines, what they went off of, what he told W.E.B. Du Bois the structure should be, is called the Talent Tenth. If you've never heard of the Talent Tenth, it is 1 out of every 10 African Americans needs to be the representative, preferably a light-skinned nigga.
They was all yellow boys too. That's
oh
crazy.
Boy. And you could not be a part of the Boule unless you were a part of the Prince Hall Masonic Order. Did you know that?
Nope. And for the people out there, I want you all to also know that the first Greek organizations were not created at Black colleges.
Correct.
That's also correct. Go ahead, continue.
So the Prince Hall Masonic Order also has members of Barack Obama, Michael Obama, Eric Holder, Al Sharpton, Jesse treacherous traitor ass Jackson. These are the people in the Boule. These are the people in the Masonic Order, the Freemasons. Now Rothschild, after he founded in 1969, they delegated a family to be protected by the Greek Black organizations, the 9 Greek Blacks. So from the Rothschilds to the Lees are protected by our Greek Black not the white ones, the Greek Black organizations. So they protect the PDFs, they protect the traitors, they protect the people that are trying to keep us down. They protect all of these people. So the Alpha Phi Alphas protect the Rothschilds. The Kappa Alpha Psi's protect the Oppenheimers. The Omega Psi Phis protect the Warburgs. The Phi Beta Sigmas protect the Rockefellers. The Iota Phi Theta protect the Astor family. The AKAs protect the Bilderbergs. Delta Sigma Theta protect the Habsburgs. Zeta Phi Beta protect the Zooms. Sigma Gata Rho protects the Lee family. They were all created so that Satan could have access to the Black community to further its goals.
And just so you all are aware, if you are aware of the Freedmen's Bank, the bank that was created for our ancestors to be able to have financial stability once they were free from slavery, and it eventually went belly up in, I think, like 10 years. These families are the ones that had access to their money. So what I'm hearing from what you're just saying is that these organizations were a part of the robbing of our people.
Absolutely. 100%. And I don't know, I grew up and I went to very good schools when I was younger, and all of my principals, all of the bank CEO or managers, all of them part of the Boule, all of them part of a Greek organization. I knew it was instilled in me. What I'm talking about, elementary school, my assistant principals, AKAs, just they were all over the place. They were in charge of us.
They were the overseers.
100%. Thank you for this history lesson.
Damn. Fool. What you got to say?
I'm not surprised the breakdown that she gave, but it solidifies what we've seen. What we've seen is usually when it comes to the Greek organizations in our community, they're connected. And with them being connected, that's showing it ain't the brothers and the sisters that's pulling the strings. It's the people who have the strings that's pulling the strings, making sure they're keeping the right people in place. And then they throw scraps to certain people to make it seem like they have that power. It's crazy because I hate to say it like this, but do I know some fraternities and some fellas in the fraternities that have done good things for the community? Yeah. But that's always something surface level. Where's the big shit? Where's the corporations at? Because once again, the problem is we still don't own shit.
A thing.
I don't know if y'all would agree. Show me a goddamn railroad that a Black person owns. Show me a satellite that a Black person owns. Like that's the thing. It's like I love my people, but I'm so sick of fucking hair salons and motherfuckers selling soap.
I'm sick of clubs.
You sell?
For me, bro. I'm gonna tell you what I'm sick. I'm sick of clubs. How many clubs, bars, strip clubs, chicken joints, rib joints are y'all going to have?
I'm sick of clubs. I'm sick of nasty ass, kill us tomorrow ass restaurants. Stuff this, turkey this, something this. Stop it. Ain't nobody never cooking shit good for us.
Right. Like I remember like I'm not a vegan, but when I was vegan, one of the things that I'm not gonna hold you that I loved about living in Georgia and living in like the Atlanta area, Decatur area, College Park East, there were so many different places you could go. You could go to, if you wanted vegan, you could go to vegan. You didn't even have to be vegan, but you could go there and get some food. You could get you some good smoothies somewhere. They had places like, Arden's Garden was one of my favorite places to go to in Georgia. Not Smoothie King. Smoothie King is trash. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That ain't no real damn smoothie. Arden's Garden. I just like that at Smoothie King. That goddamn cup. You can get one that's like this. That ain't no real damn smoothie though. Arden's Garden is gonna give you the real fruit and the vegetables that you need. Like you watching them make the shit. And it's fruit and vegetables and juice, and that's what it need. They put your spirulina shot, your ginger shot, and you all good. But like, I feel like that definitely needs to be talked about. Like, it's one thing to be a part of these Greek organizations, right? And you know that you have the reach that you have. So you mean to tell me ain't none of y'all niggas gonna create no hospitals?
That's not what they set in place to do. Like
Ain't
just
ain't nobody creating no chains of food of grocery stores.
right.
That's
what reason?
and that's where, but something, and I want to go off topic, but stay on topic at the same time. Where's the innovation to restore our motherfucking soil? That's part of the reason why we fucked up, is because there's no more nutrients in the soil. That's part of the problem.
But my thing is also is that like where is the sense of urgency to restore the community centers that were taken and given to the immigrants that came over here?
Man,
the
listen.
community centers was literally like next to the church. The community centers was like the cornerstone in the hood. And if you lived in the hood, you know I'm telling the truth. I don't know if people even still go to Boys and Girls Clubs no more.
It's not too many left because they've been shut the fuck down. And if you think about it, it was strategically it strategically happened at the same time. I remember as a kid, we lost community centers and the crazy houses at the same time. Y'all think about that. So that means now you got people who have mental issues out on the streets,
making babies,
kids out on the streets. That mix ain't good, because now that uncle that you keep in the room or whatever, he's out. And a lot of stuff has happened. We gotta, like, even with that, I would love to see a return of that. All these millionaires that we have in our community, why ain't y'all building our community centers? Why don't y'all have mental health facilities? We need that.
Go ahead, G.
We don't have these people in our communities. These people are just the overseers that have been given a purse string that's real tight for them to be successful, for their group of boule and to be successful. And then they have left the rest of it. Not one. I don't know any Greek that has ever, a Ricky Smiley, a Roland Martin, a Steve Hart. Where is their community outreach? I don't see it. Their goal is not to take care of us. It's to take care of the 9 families, and they get taken care of in the process. The whole goal is to keep us down. It's to not come into the community to invest in the community. That's the goal.
It's really crazy because it's like majority, and I'm not, and this is why when it comes to politics, I really need people to understand, and I'm talking about just regular, everyday people, hardworking Americans. It don't matter what side of the coin you fall on. If you look at the National Black Caucus, the NAACP, these are the gatekeepers that were put in place to speak on behalf of our community. So with that being said, ask yourself, are these organizations, are they a pipeline of leadership, or are they or is the gatekeeper network? Are they gatekeeping knowledge, or are they actually really beneficial to our community? That's a question you really got to ask yourself. Because I'll just be thinking like, damn, like, so are y'all 1% of the 1%?
Man, you touching it. You definitely touching it right now, because when we start thinking about our communities in the past and finances and stuff like that, it was never the Greeks that was there. It was always the hustlers. But the problem was the hustlers was doing for the community, but they helped destroy the goddamn community. It's like, what the fuck, yo? We can't have it both ways. And it's only us. It's only our shit that shit happens to.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything other than us destroying us and then want to come back and say and help. No, motherfucker, you help do this shit.
It's the guilt.
I don't know if y'all seen it. When Chico Bean, and they it's like they scrubbed this from the internet. Chico Bean said he believes that the crack epidemic did more damage to the black community than slavery. I said, God damn, he is absolutely right.
He is right.
Because it was the time frame of it, number one. And then you're talking about some chemical shit that was going on because crack babies had to have babies.
And then if you look at the timeline lines up to everything. Like I was telling G earlier today, I was just like, actually, no, I was talking to, I was talking to, oh my God, who was I talking to earlier today? Megan. I was talking to Megan earlier today. Shout out to Megan as well. If y'all don't follow Megan McGlover, make sure y'all do. Me and her was talking. I was just like, you know what? I'm realizing that like they had to find a way to really like put the nail in the coffin when it came to us by fucking up our music. And I don't know if people, if you've noticed it please put it in the chat and let me know. Do you all notice how there was such a dramatic switch in our and how we act in the 90s when it comes to the music, when it comes to how our women started carrying themselves, when it comes to the gangster rap, when it comes to the hood shit. And this was also around the whole crack era. This was also around the policing and shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the crime bill. Shout out to Clinton, you know, the first black president. Shout out to Biden. You know, these y'all people, right? But they had to find a way to infiltrate the black community, and they did so strategically because crack wasn't doing it enough. So they was just like, okay, we got to turn this shit up a little notch. Let's start backmasking their music because we don't like how it's messing with our suburban kids. I did an episode on the Satanic Panic. Do you all remember that?
Yes, I do.
So what do you remember about the Satanic Panic?
It was the worshipers. It was the devil worshipers, and everybody was against them. Oh my God, it was a big uproar about the music that they listening to and the video games that they playing, and they a devil worshiping cult that's about to take over the world. That's what I remember.
You're right, but it was mainly going towards white suburban kids.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Black folks weren't into that shit. They look. I have never heard of black people ever worshiping the devil until Bone Thugs and Harmony, and this is some real shit. Bone Thugs and Harmony and Brother Lynch were the first people that ever let me know that goddamn you niggas is worshiping the devil out here. Why are you playing? Why are you playing with a Ouija board, sir?
I saw that shit in movies. I wasn't doing it for real. Fuck out of here.
The only movie I ever saw black folks on some devil worshiping shit was Death by Temptation.
That's my shit. I'm sorry. That's my shit.
That was the only movie I ever seen that I never knew. I've always known for us to just be super religious, you know, going to church and this, that, and the other. But like after I had did so much of my research, it was a whole lot deeper than just the surface of that. Like they were doing the Epstein shit then. They were doing devil worshiping shit then when it comes to kids. Like it was wild, but the way that they embedded it in our music took it to a whole nother level. That's why I be looking at Luke, Uncle Luke, and I be wanting him to shut the hell up, bro. Stop talking about politics, my nigga, because you're really one of the architects of how our women view themselves now.
Right. That's right.
You jumped that off.
I remember a time that radio was censored. We didn't hear words. We didn't hear. You had to buy the tape in order to get the music. You wasn't getting it mainstream. You couldn't even say damn on the radio. Now you can say everything under the damn sun. It's out of order.
They literally, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the parental advisory sticker is on music right now because of Luke and Two Live Crew.
Yeah, that lawsuit. I remember that shit. Yeah. I remember what was going down.
You can look this up right now. It is because of him. You wanted women to pop that pussy so much that they took your ass to court. See, back then you had people like Dolores C. Tucker and a lot of black women, a lot of black elder women was just like, oh no, we cannot have this for our women.
Yes.
And black women, our parents, were shaming them for the shit. They were shaming them for the things that were supposed to be better for us. So it's just really kind of crazy how stuff kind of just, because we probably should have been listening. We probably should have been listening because look at us now. Now we got 12-year-olds half naked getting their nails done at the nail shop. I seen that shit yesterday. This girl had to have been 12 years old getting some fake ass nails with a whole wig on.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was half naked. It was cold outside too. This sister was half naked. She had to been 12. You know how women, we could look at a young girl and tell that she young.
Right. Just like
This
a man.
girl,
Though you ain't got to say woman, them niggas just to act like they can't see it. Just like
I
a man.
could tell that was a baby. She had a whole wig on, getting her nails done half naked at the nail shop.
With a wig on.
With a wig on.
You'll be surprised. Remember, I do Uber. When I'm going and driving through some of these neighborhoods when it's time to pick these kids up or drop them off, to see some of these girls, this shit don't make no sense.
And y'all need to be very careful about that hair that y'all letting these kids put on their hair. Y'all need to be careful with the hair that they putting on your head. Do you know what they do with that hair?
Yes. Do you know how they farm some of that hair? Human
man. Y'all are literally walking around here for one, and y'all can look this up. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to give you the game. They literally are pulling that hair either out of drains, off of dead people, or they go to these very poor and impoverished communities and they go to these young women, that Asian, Malaysian, Kablasian shit that y'all put on y'all hair. They go over to these communities and they go to these poor women and they pay them like $100 or they get them a toy or something. Like it don't even be enough for the amount of money that you're paying for it when it comes over here. They cut these babies' hair off and they are crying and screaming while they are cutting their hair off. They're cutting their hair bald. So that's already energy that's being put on that hair. That's already energy. They take all of the hair and then they put it in a pile. And they do seances around it. They pray to a God. Not God. A God.
One of they 5,000.
Yeah. Might be Krishna. Don't fucking know. Maybe a Greek god. I don't know. But they pray to a God for finances, for prosperity, for wealth, and they hope that this will bring them riches. And no, they get $100 and you get a new ponytail to put on your head.
It's crazy that you're saying this because I literally just dropped somebody off 2 days ago and she said she did hair. And I asked her that. I had this conversation about y'all putting fake hair on your crown and that's going down into your everything. And they don't even realize that. They just want to look, quote unquote, cute. No, hell no.
I'm never putting weave on my hair again. On my locks, no. Do you know that the hair that I just had in my hair, it gave me a cyst on my scalp.
Wow.
The side it is hard as a rock.
You wanna buy some of mine? I got you.
I gotta go get it cut off. I gotta go to the dermatologist and get it cut off.
Damn.
It's about this small.
Wow.
Never had anything like this in my life on my hair. I put this shit in my hair and took it out, and it is a rock about this big, about as hard as the stone on my nails, that I have to literally go. I can't bust it. I'm not gonna bust it. Fuck that. Right. But I gotta literally go to a doctor to get it removed. This hair.
We got to reverse engineer a lot of this shit. We
got
of these things that have kept us in these programs. This is ridiculous. This ain't nothing but mind control, manipulation, and abuse.
It is. It really, really is. It really is. So like, let's get back. I want to get back into it. We're gonna do a couple of viral videos that I'm gonna show you all tonight. We definitely want to hop into how this all ties into with religion. Because what I'm noticing, and I mentioned it before, a lot of these people who are coming out about these Greek organizations did so, and they went to the church. So they're Christians now, and I guess that they're using this as a testimony. Now, I'm all for, telling the truth, shaming the devil, and putting it out there to possibly help someone else. And I'm wondering if you all could possibly tell me, because, if you disagree with me, I'm all for it, understanding. I personally feel like it's dry snitching. I feel like y'all motherfuckers is snitching. It reminds me of when you fall out with a homegirl or a homeboy, and y'all done told each other, y'all did all kinds of crazy things, and then when y'all fell out and something didn't go right, now you want to tell everybody their business in order to make yourself feel better. I feel as if, okay, if you did all of these things in this Greek organization, and you know that a lot of the pastors, the people in the pulpit, the ministers, the deacons, the first ladies are all in these sororities, you don't think that that shit is in the church now? So how are you really saved? Now, it's one thing for you to not be aware of what you being taught, or for you to only go to church to get the word, to sin less, to learn about the Bible. But it's another thing for you to know that that shit has been embedded in the church. So you're really doing the same thing.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Nah.
If I'm wrong, tell me. I don't know. I just kind of feel like that, like a lot of times people just do things not in a way to help people, that they just want to, you know what, I'm no longer, maybe you got kicked out. How I know you ain't get kicked out of the fraternity and the sorority and you just mad? Did you really actually leave? Because I heard that this shit for life. If you really disconnect yourself from it, when you get like murdered or killed or jumped or something or hurt, like I don't know. What you think, fool?
Nah, I don't think so. Well, I put it like this. I don't think it's any consequence for the people who just leave. I think it can possibly be some consequences for the people who talking. For the motherfuckers that's out here running their mouth. Well, once again, this is where the shit gets funky. If I come out and say some shit, and then you two come out and say some shit, we have each other's backs because of the relationships that we have.
Yeah.
A lot of these people come out, they're alone. If you don't do things in numbers, you fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Straight up and down. And I think not enough people, I don't think enough people pay attention to that aspect of it. Because the last thing you want to do is go up against an organization alone. It's fucking impossible. Hell, it's impossible for us to go against what we going against. And this we outnumber these motherfuckers almost 10,000 to 1. If not more. Matter of fact, it's more than that. But it's where the power structure is.
Yeah.
Do I think it's a crack in the armor? Yes. I think it's a crack in the armor. I think that we starting to see progress, but it's going to take time. Melody just said it in the comments, with them being a cult. Yes. We all know, I mean, I don't know anybody who's technically been in a cult the way they claim it, but we see what we see. It's not easy to get a motherfucker out of that shit. A cult could be anything. That could be somebody in an abusive relationship, Stockholm syndrome. It's all of that shit. You can't just get through to somebody who don't want to get through to. That's what other shit that we dealing with. Most people just accept shit for what it is.
Yeah.
And you got to recognize too that it's the whole ritual to get into the shit is trauma bonding. You trauma bonded to the people you pledge with. Traumatic shit happens. You went through that shit together. Y'all gonna stay stuck together. That's gonna be the person that understand what you've been through, what you going through.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I just never, I don't know. Like, I could look at certain movies and shows and be like, nah, they ain't never really no shit I want to be a part of. You could look at School Days and see that really ain't no shit that you want to be a part of. Like, they really like kind of structured it to make it seem as if it was the thing to be, the thing to do.
Actually, when I watch School Days, now that you bring this shit up, the scene with the shit in the toilet, I was done. I was like, I'm never doing nothing like this. That's what made me not want to be in the shit. I said, oh, what the fuck? I'm never doing nothing like this. That's crazy you said that.
It was colorism for me. And that was something else that I had noticed, the colorism, how they had the dark-skinned girls in one in one sorority, and then they had the light skinned girls in another sorority, and they didn't really get along. And I know that was just some shit that was on TV, but that was like really happening.
That was real
No,
life.
but that to me, to be honest with you, because number one, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Me too.
I think
you would definitely be Lawrence Fishburne, my nigga. Like,
you funny as hell. I personally believe what they showed with that colorism was probably one of the strongest parts of that movie, because it put it out there. Motherfuckers talk about shit and they made it extreme, which was beautiful, because they had their beef, but then they showed the brothers wasn't on it like that. That was that woman shit. That it was different. And that's what needs to happen more so now to me. And I think I love this. For however motherfuckers say whatever they say about Trump, and for the past 8 years, and now that he's in office again, I love the transparency. Now we can see the shit. It's right there. Fuck all that hiding shit. Damn all that closet racism. And if you're gonna put it out there, show me so I know who the fuck you are. Thank you. And that's for anybody, because we're seeing everybody true colors.
Right.
We literally are walking around with them They Live glasses right now, looking at all these motherfuckers.
That was my movie too. That was my movie too. I love that movie.
Yes. This is when I tell you, and I know we all like this, I love my confidence. I don't give a fuck where I am. I can walk in the room, all that negative shit is bouncing off of my ass. I'm good. I don't embrace none of that shit. But when you have people out here and they can't, that's why I stress to go back to the fraternity and sorority shit. How many people get into them organizations and they don't love themselves?
We just talked about this. Insecurities, need approval.
That's and wanting to be a part of something.
Yes.
The whole thing about it is you can create your own shit and motherfuckers will flock to you. That's why I always say, would you follow you? If you would follow you, you're a bad motherfucker. But if you wouldn't follow you, you got to be careful who you support and who you fuck with, because they may be a piece of shit. Yeah. Period. That shit is dangerous as hell.
Straight up. You ain't said no lies right there, man.
That goddamn DL Hughley, my man, I'm telling y'all, like
I hope that y'all are seeing how much of a, but I hope that y'all are seeing how big of pieces of shit that these people are. And you know what? It's just not the black community, because the Skull and Bones and them little white fraternities and white sororities, I don't know what the hell y'all got going on over there. Right. I think that with black people, it's we a little bit more surprised because this was never something that we would have ever expected. We've always have this conservativeness that we've always had about ourselves. That's why so many things that we're seeing right now when it comes to our community, we just be like, oh shit, this is some real life nigga red shit right here. Like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like, because we kept our shit closed in. Like, back in the day, it was never okay to be black in the hood and be a whore.
That's right.
You were not celebrated being a whore.
You were shamed.
You were shamed. It was not okay to be a single mother.
That's correct.
And have a child out of wedlock.
It wasn't okay to be a man and not take care of your children.
It was not okay to be a man.
Shit, what year did it become cool for young women to wear wigs? I only knew old women to wear wigs.
Right. Oh, my mama, though. Look, let me tell you something. I'm a millennial. I'm about to be 44 this year. I don't know a single person in my entire class, unless they had cancer, and it was only one girl. And she got made fun of because we didn't know no damn better. That's the only woman I knew. That's the only girl I knew who wore a wig. We wore some ponytails. We wore the hell out of some ponytails, okay? We had our pin curl ponytails, our rotted ponytails where you put the shit in the microwave and try not to burn your mama house down. But we was not wearing no wigs. I don't know when it started to become that thing where y'all are letting y'all 12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old children wear wigs to school with long nails about longer than mine.
And I'm gonna put this out there.
Shit.
And I've said this shit about us being in the goddamn Twilight Zone. I don't care what man has a problem with what I'm getting ready to say, but it is what it is. I am 49 years old.
Oh shit, for real?
All right. We don't need
That
no.
must-
we don't need no
that
Kevin
mu-
Hart situation.
that
Okay?
must-
You don't do no Kevin Hart shit over here. Now, like I was saying, growing up, when you saw a strap and a bag, that was a pocketbook. And I'm watching grown men walk around out here with fucking pocketbooks. I don't want to hear about no man bag. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. If you have a strap and it's a bag and you got to do this to go into that motherfucker, that's a pocketbook. Growing
What's
up,
up, Ray Fisher?
I had to go get that shit for my aunts. Had to get that shit for my great grandmother. I don't understand how we had a shift where dudes are cool with that. And now you got fucking dudes out. I'm not gonna say men. You have dudes out here with fucking nail polish on. The shit is weird. The shit is
I'm
weird.
telling
as fuck
y'all
to me.
because we about to get into the spiritual ties. Remember how we hear, and we've heard it, we've said it. We are in a spiritual battle, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. We could say, "Oh well, I don't fuck with her because she's a conservative," or "I don't fuck with her because she." No, it never was at this level that it's at right now. You could be a damn Democrat and still be around a Republican and not call them a fascist or a Nazi. You could, because first of all, our age, we even like we didn't care about nobody's political affiliation. We was not talking.
We didn't
this
know.
Was not, this, we didn't know.
We didn't
This
know.
was not water cooler conversation. You feel
Correct.
me? This
Correct.
was not something we talked about at the table.
You didn't even ask anybody if they voted. Like, who did you vote for? We didn't.
Now y'all
ask
got
those
little
questions.
buttons. Oh, look, I voted Kamala. Oh, look, I voted Trump.
Nah, pretty.
What's happening?
Let's throw in something funky with what you just said.
What's
And
that?
it's due to this social media shit. Think about Facebook. When they start pushing that shot on people, what did they do? They had that little thing you could put on your profile. I got
that.
That
Yep.
shit. I said, oh my fucking God. Like
This
when 9/11 happened and they signed that goddamn, we
Wait
gave
a
away
minute.
our privacy.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck is the sugar nibble melody?
Shit. I need to hear what that is too. When they did that and we started to give away our privacy based on they had access to shit, now you using the option to tell them what the fuck you're doing. Jesus Christ, like, come on. This shit is crazy. Mind you, we can tie this back to what's the name? We can tie this back to what the conversation is. When they're wearing their colors.
Yeah.
They're showing you exactly who the fuck they are. So when they walk in somewhere, oh shit, what's up, brother? This, that, whatever. You can't get that organically. You can't walk into a spot and say, hey, brother, to me, just if I'm just walking in like this. But if I got them colors on, now it's a connection. Why wasn't it a connection before?
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
It's that inclusivity method. It's the inclusivity or exclusivity method. It
I didn't cut you off. We getting in too deep, y'all, but no. While that's going on, because you still there, sis? They didn't cut her off. We getting in too deep. But definitely when it comes to like the spiritual thing, I really want people to understand that like we are definitely being messed with energetically. There's been some way that they've been able to download into us. Probably certain people more than others, especially if you got that jab. If you got that jab, they definitely they Casper sliding all in your DNA right now. Unfortunately. I'm not gonna hold you.
Cell?
I got one, but I detoxed. Like I had to do a detox, and even after I had that one, I didn't feel right. And I did that because I wanted to see my baby niece. I sacrificed myself to see my only niece. And I noticed that so many people are who have gotten that shit have lost their mind. Not only that, they have gotten sick. People are getting sicker. People are losing children. If they were pregnant afterwards, their children are coming back nonverbal. autism is up very high. I know people who have never been sick their entire lives and are well into their 70s and 80s and are having diseases that I would never think would even be they would get. My pops, who is almost 70 years old, was just recently diagnosed with leukemia.
Lupus. I thought you were gonna say lupus. I thought you were gonna say, because lupus is the other one.
Leukemia. So yeah, the shit is deep. But let's go ahead and get off into this clip real quick, because I really want y'all to hear what this sister was talking about. And this video is going viral right now online, which is really one of the reasons why I wanted to get off into this in the first place, because she was going hard. Like this episode is it's like 2 hours long. But listen to what she's talking about, and then we're gonna elaborate on it a little bit.
No sound. No sound.
No sound?
No sound.
God damn it. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it. This live, let me see how would I be able to give it sound? If I can give it sound.
She look like the sister from what's the name? She look like the sister from oh shit. What was the show with Gabrielle Union? The good one she was on.
Which one?
That was a good ass show. Mary Jane. That was
she looked like the fat sister off of Being Mary Jane.
The niece.
Really?
Yeah, she looked just like her.
She looked like the niece that was always fucking up.
Yep.
I wonder if I gotta do a video.
G, you know I was an extra on that shit, right?
Shut your ass up. Send me the episode.
Yeah, it's a scene where Richard Roundtree was talking to his son. They was at the driver range hitting golf balls. I was right behind them. I was hitting balls.
You gotta send it to me so I can crack up laughing.
I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm gonna see if I can find it. And I'll post that shit. I'll post it and I'll tag y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Pretty. Guess what?
What's up?
G didn't see that I was on Judge Mathis.
Man, had the curly locks.
Shut your ass up, fool. You gotta send me all your excerpts.
In the meantime, I'm just looking up to see how I could get sound, because I really want to play this video. But at the same time, I do want to break something down for you all. What if I told y'all that the word church alone is a spell?
I'm not at this point.
Did y'all know that?
Wait a minute.
Drop it in the chat.
Let me see if I got that shit right here somewhere.
Did you all know that do you all know what the word church even means? Because when we think about church, we automatically just think, it's that safe house for us to go to, praise the Lord, clap our hands, hallelujah, right? What if I told you that the word church is actually named after a Greek goddess that used to do a lot of evil demonic things? Her name was Circe.
Oh, that name. I know that name.
I know you know that name. Guess what? Game of Thrones, right?
I never watched it.
Oh, fuck off.
But I have good old Circe ass.
Circe. Yeah. Circe. So let me show you what I mean. I think it's only going to I think in order for me to play a video, I have to learn how to extract the file. And I'm not about to do all of that.
No.
I don't know how to do it.
What you got to do is this. I'm glad you just said that. What you got to do is you got to put the video as if it's a guest. Like how we in these boxes. You got to, Jermaine know how to do that shit.
Oh.
Yeah. If you put it in there, you good. You straight. And then you could just make it big and you fine.
So do I invite the guests?
However it goes, you literally can put it in there and you straight.
Okay. Like this. Okay. Let me play it and see if it works.
Pass away.
Boom.
They come up there, set that
You
off.
hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I ain't good for much, but I'm good for something.
We're gonna go there. So if this is true, when we put this, when I'm gonna put this Instagram out and put it on YouTube, I want you to tag your pastors, tag Christian influencers. What say ye?
And let me be first to say that I do not own the rights to this video. This video is from a podcast called We Need to Talk. So if you all want to watch the video in its entirety, please make sure you all follow this man. He has a lot of good content. So yeah, definitely check him out.
So here's my thing. Let's say you're in complete ignorance and you say, well, some people say everybody that's part of these orgs do not do bad things. Some people do bad things, others don't. Okay, let's say that's true.
Mhm.
That would be the same as me saying, my pastor raped 11 people,
Mhm.
but he's never raped me.
Mhm.
Next question.
That is crazy. But that's why I am making a bold statement, because I am telling you that they're lying. There is a national process. Every person has to do what I am saying to you. The underground is what's optional, the beating, the taking wood. But the rituals I just expressed to you, you have to, it's called the 9-day path to Delta. And when you get to the final initiation, they go back through the checklist of everything you just did. And they say, are these candidates now worthy for admission into the organization? They are lying. It doesn't matter if it was your grandmama who pledged grad chapter. They do this. It doesn't matter if it was underground. You did this. They are lying. If you cannot enter, it's an initiation. You cannot enter into the organization without doing this. It's not real. Like, that is what I'm expressing to you.
So now y'all see what I'm saying, why I say, I feel like you're snitching. Shit. You told on everybody, like the whole lineage. Fool,
Yeah.
what you doing?
Looking for something.
What you
What?
looking for?
I was looking for something to send something. I'm working.
You can't work while we working.
I'm working this. Yeah.
What you looking for?
Looking for a particular video.
Send me some money.
I thought you was gonna play the other video.
No, I wanted to play this one. Where did she go?
You know, her shit dropping. Her shit. Honestly, if you notice, I don't got a computer now. Her shit acting like my phone.
Damn, I played the video and you left?
She saw it. She probably saw it.
I wanted you to see her snitch on the whole bloodline.
I've been here. I ain't going nowhere. I've been here.
She told on the whole bloodline, sis.
She,
Like
everybody. She said the great grandmas did it. She said your auntie and your niece and nephew did it. She said the nigga down the street at 66075 Elm Street, he did that shit too.
It's crazy because this particular situation, I've been seeing these videos for like 3-4 years now, and it's starting to get more prevalent.
Yo,
and
she did a hit him up. Oh, no. First off, fuck your bitch. She did the whole hit him up, man. She told on everybody. She said it don't matter how good you may try to portray that you are. You did it. Your mama did it. Your mammy did it. You did it. Your grandma did it. Your great grandma did it. Papa did it. Like, she told on
We used to take candles and suck on her like phalanges.
I know what Christianity means imbecile. Sure do. I found that out today. That's what I was just like, damn.
Damn.
Christianity means
Imbecile. You stupid ass.
Imbecile. But no, let her finish real quick. I'm gonna let her finish. And then
That's how serious this is. No, this isn't tomato. No, yes, maybe your chapter didn't haze and hit people. Everybody did the rituals. That's why I started with those first.
Wow.
Everybody did this. If you were a member of Delta, you did this. And what's crazy is if you're still going to the chapter meetings, meaning you're still in the organization, they will have chapter meetings, and they have them on Sunday, by the way, a lot of times too. But they will have chapter meetings. When you go into going to the chapter meetings. You have to light that red and that white candle in the chapter meeting. Every meeting where deltas are assembled at the regionals, at cluster, at your chapter meetings, at your at the convention, the national convention that they do during the summer, you have to light that candle from the beginning and you have to extinguish it at the end. You have to do that. Even that particular process, that altar is set up at every Delta meeting behind the scenes. And they even do it in the Omega service. When you pass away, they come up there, set that altar up in the front of your church. If you want, you can literally go online and watch Aretha Franklin's funeral. You're going to see them walking down with the red candle, the white candle. They have a pillow for you to virtually kneel. The dead person, they put the pillow up there too for that person to virtually kneel, and they do a ritual to usher your body over to the other side.
No.
It's online. Stop playing in our face now.
The bitch said virtually kneel. You're going to be paying for this shit in the afterlife.
In the afterlife. You can't wipe it away. You can't rub it away.
What makes this scary is that it's so many pastors and preachers that are in Greek fraternities.
That's right.
Yeah.
So many.
That's right. And now I'm to the point they know exactly what the fuck they doing.
Yeah.
Now I'm to the point you know exactly what the fuck you doing. You
That's
ain't
the
doing.
thing.
You ain't saving no souls, honey. You ain't saving no souls.
But see,
You setting-
that's where I'm kind of here with it, because it makes me feel like if your pastor is a part of any of these Greek fraternities, you need to leave that church.
I'm about to do you one better. When they was pushing the bullshit in 2020, how was your preacher going to push to you to go get the mark of the beast put in you?
Ooh. Ooh.
They literally was on that pulpit
They show us.
telling them to get it and using the church so they can't get it.
I was just about to say they was having them come up in the church. You know,
Yes.
a 501c3. I've created one before for a church. The 501c3 allow you to get so much money from the government. Do you know how much money they got being centers for the damn vaccination? Are you kidding me? I got a problem. I got a fucking problem. We need
I'm
to have
about
a
to
whole
find
nother
out.
thing about the church.
Man, because like right now, I'm trying to see. Okay, I wanted to know which pastors are a part of any of these Greek organizations.
Oh man, mostly all of them, because the sad part about it is most of them did go to college and they became preachers later. They didn't do that seminary school, whatever you call that shit. They didn't do all that. And like those types of preachers, they did this afterwards. So they went to college, wild the fuck out, pledged, and then became preachers. Most of them.
So you think they pledged first?
Hell yeah. Hell, because you got to remember, you usually pledge your freshman and or sophomore year. It's early. It's very early. You don't do that shit late. You got some that do the grad chapter stuff, but like honestly, the only reason why I didn't pledge, my grades was bad. I didn't meet the GPA requirement. That's why that's what held me back. So that's why I was like, fuck it, it was meant to be. It wasn't meant for me to do it.
Damn. I was just trying to find out and see, and it definitely looks like we got a lot of pastors that's a part of these Greek organizations.
Yes.
I was trying to see if Bishop Eddie Long was part of them.
I don't know about because Eddie. Well, who knows? Maybe when they was they was using that paddle, they used the other end when he pledged. I don't know.
I
Damn.
was just about to say, what's the other one name that I can't stand? That's always in the news now with his old falutin ass, AKA fucking wife he just married.
Jamal Bryant.
Yes, Jamal Bryant. If they had a paddle that went the other way, his ass was in it.
He was a part of the Kappa Alpha Psi.
That's about right.
Yeah,
that's about right. But Jamal Bryant, I hate the fact to see him get so much prominence because he literally got ran out of Baltimore.
Yeah,
ran out.
And they didn't even know that. People didn't even know that.
He's a Kappa.
I
Not
knew it.
surprised. And
And
can't
he
go
married
back.
the little falutin hoe he just married an AKA. Can we talk about the AKAs and the spirit that's on them motherfuckers?
Go. Ooh. Hold on. I got something for you.
Come, please bring it, cause
I
them
got
whores.
something for you. She talks about the AKAs also. Let me hold on. You was about to snap off. Go ahead, sis. Say
I'm
what you
just
got.
saying, they just got the whole spirit. They got the whole spirit all on them. They all built the same. They all got the same nasty ass. Jamal Bryant got it too. It's the Greek nasty ass disposition of an attitude that you higher than the rest of us type shit. Oh,
It said on a table covered in another area, white candles, ivy. We ain't had no candles like them. Yeah, you did. White candles, ivy, and or roses, where possible. There should be also in a coat of arms. So that's their altar. Okay. And all that ivy is representative of the deity Dionysus. They also have Atlas with the man that's holding the big ball on his back.
That's on the shield.
That's on their shield.
The shield.
That's on the AKA shield. Okay, repeat after me. I am. Candidates kneel and take the following oaths. I blank do solemnly promise to keep secret the manner of initiation, pledge, and obligations of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. They just doing, when these folks out here lying to y'all, they just doing what they pledged. These folks out here lying to y'all, gaslight. They made an oath to do that. Y'all can't expect people that made oaths to never tell, to be up on this internet telling y'all the truth. I blank do solemnly promise always to live up to the ideals of the organization, not to Jesus, to stand by Alpha Kappa Alpha in every undertaking, to render assistance to any soror at all times, and to refrain from any expression of ill will. I shall keep in my heart these words, set a guard over my mouth, keep watch over the door of my lips. They just doing what they promised. They just doing, they bound themselves up from speaking. Do you understand what we're saying? I blank do solemnly promise to promote the bonds of sisterhood by precept and examples. I blank do solemnly promise to love and revere the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority and to do all in my power to perpetuate the organization. As each candidate rises, her candle is lighted and a wreath of ivy is placed on her head and the badge is placed upon her over her heart. Guys, that is the exact initiation ritual for the deity Dionysus.
Yes, it is.
They give them a crown of ivy into that. That's the exact deity for that.
So Dionysus was one of the 12 Olympian deities. Is the Greek god of wine, theater, fertility, religious ecstasy, and ritual madness. Atlas was a powerful titan condemned by Zeus to internally hold up the celestial spears, sky and heaven, on his shoulders after the titanomacy. Man,
what the hell is religious ecstasy?
right.
What the fuck is that? What are we talking about here?
Let's find out.
The fuck?
Religious ecstasy. Cause man, what?
What
It says religious ecstasy is an intense altered state of consciousness marked by profound connection to the divine, often featuring euphoria, visions, and reduced sensory awareness of surroundings. It represents a standing outside of oneself to experience union with the sacred frequency triggered by prayer, meditation, music, or dance.
So now we evoking spirits.
Whoa.
So now we evoking spirits in alternate states of consciousness. So now we using manifestation skills to bring forth spirits that's gonna make you bow down to them.
That's the part. Honestly, that's the part that they keep saying that's kind of throwing me off. I'm not kneeling in front of no goddamn body. I'm not. That's not happening. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck do I look like kneeling to a person? Who the fuck are you?
I got bad knees. I'm not.
Oh no. No.
You better fuck off.
Nah, that's some weird shit to me, because you have some of these people kneeling to these strangers. They wouldn't even get down on their knees for their parents. The fuck? Like,
Right.
Are you serious?
Right.
I guess I'm all for having your little club and everything if that's what you want to do. I just don't understand how this connects to you being black. They Greek.
That's the part for me that never, like, as I got older, I used to always say that, like, why is it that black people are joining a Greek organization? That always kind of was off to me.
Oh, you know what? I remember one time I went to this wine tasting festival with a group of girls that I had met on meetups. They had a thing and we just all hung out. We were drinking and we were sitting around, and I think she was one of them. And I asked her the same question, and me and her was about to squabble. She felt some type of way about me asking her that.
I mean, most cults do defend death.
That's because she didn't have an answer, and that's when you got to start questioning your goddamn self. Like that's the other part about it too. You know, let's just think about us being humans. How many of us do shit just because, not really knowing what's up? Like that's the whole thing. But they did something that actually involved them on all types of levels, especially spiritual, and you didn't ask that question. Before you got there, you didn't say, how the fuck am I joining a black fraternity, but it's Greek involved? Huh? Wait a minute. That don't make no sense. That don't add. That's like 2 + 2 is 5. Hold up, something's off. But cats don't think about it like that. But they think about the parties. They think about them goddamn colors.
I mean, but the Greeks have been intertwined in the Africans for a long time.
Yeah, because they stole everything.
Shit, right.
That's the thing that's the thing that trips me out. Okay, so like even if you think about the name Africa itself,
Greeks, right?
That's Greek.
Yep.
You just said something. You absolutely listen, y'all. They stole everything, but when they did, they twisted it.
Yes,
that's the thing.
Yes,
so yes,
they did.
It could be okay, but once they got their motherfucking hands on it, oh no, the Sodom and Gomorrah, all that shit. We got to tank this shit. Fuck that.
Yeah. They definitely twisted it up. Like you have to know that they used Socrates to go into Egypt, ancient Egypt, before they changed the name of it. He was going over there learning from the teachers there, like Thoth and everybody. Like he was going over there learning from him. So when y'all be talking about Socrates and Plato and they were some fucking thieves. And they actually were put in place to infiltrate and learn the knowledge by like these Greek gods and Greek teachers like Thoth. And they would go back to Julius Caesar's and tell them what they learned, and they would pay him money. You can look it's this book. I'm going to post it. This is why I need to do a book club, because like we would these books that I be coming across, like I think a lot of people would learn a lot from them. This book was called Hidden Knowledge. And that's when they were able to go and infiltrate the libraries and burn everything down. But you don't think that they took the knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
The same way that they took the capstone on top of the Great Pyramid. That capstone was made of pure gold. It was literally in alignment with Ceres and all of the galaxies. It was like a energy conductor.
That's correct.
So somebody literally took their ass up there and stole the capstone off the Great Pyramid.
And that shit probably sitting right in that location that starts with a V and ends in
Oh
can.
my
right.
And
mind.
ends
Up
in
in the
and,
basement with the
and
rest
ends
of our
in
shit.
can over there.
Goddamn right. Absolutely.
Because when you look when it was stolen around that time, the people that was running up in there was the Assyrians and the Hyksos. I hope I said it right. If you look now, mind you, we know that there's a group of people out here that changed their name and has changed their name several times over a period of history. If you look up what these names, I'm talking about the Assyrians and the Hyksos. If you look up what they would be today, you would be like, oh my God. It's the same people.
It sure is.
They colonize. It's in their blood to be some colonizing ass people.
It's the oppressor. It just period the oppressor, because on top of being a conduction, that's where the Wi-Fi came from. Then you want to bring the shit out 150 years later. We had to wait 150 motherfucking years to get something we had 150 years ago. Fuck you.
Facts. Because they had to figure out a way to charge us for it.
To pay us, to make us fucking pay for it, bitch. And then they had to wait, just like they do every fucking cycle. They have to wait till everybody is dead and then recycle the information to how they want it to be, because there's nobody from that time period that can tell your ass that's a motherfucking lie.
Absolutely.
The stuff that y'all saying, it just made me think about the Matrix.
Yeah.
It makes me think about the Matrix with that conversation between Neo and the architect. When the architect said, we've done this shit 6 times already.
Yes.
And every time we've gotten more proficient at it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much saying, you ain't done nothing that I ain't already seen, motherfucker. This is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the saying, there's nothing new under the sun. It's absolutely true. They got to tell us the truth before they pull this bullshit on us.
Yeah. This is a fact. Like, this is gonna be something that we probably talk about. I gotta do a lot more research on it, but it definitely was something that like triggered my my inner conspiracy theory about how Nikola Tesla and his connection to what's the guy's name who was over GE, the electrical company. Oh my God, what is his name?
Hold on.
He was over the electrical company.
So that's the group that took him out, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like once that shit, you can look, every time something is supposed to be for the masses, that's gonna cut in. Mind you, you mentioning that, hell, that's why they stopped, that's why they banned weed. They banned weed because of him. Because you got to think about plastic bags and all of that shit. Him. Oh, he said Thomas Edison.
No.
Oh,
no.
What's the name?
I'm looking it up now. I can't think of it.
When you
I'm
factor in, when you factor in anything that will benefit the masses, they
J.P. Morgan.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, when JP Morgan was trying to take over, and he knew he wanted to charge for energy because he's going to use coal, and he wanted to use coal for energy, and then Tesla was using free energy, and that's when they killed him.
Yep, and Tesla took that. He took that design from somebody else too. He didn't come up with that shit. He just figured out a way for it to improve. There was one time where all of these buildings, these
you can still see it. You can still see it.
Buildings. Come on now, the Tartarian buildings. If you look around your cities and you seeing these really elaborate buildings with copper or metal at the top, they were energy conductors.
That's
right. They were energy conductors, and at one point in the world, all of these buildings were able to allow people to have free energy. And JP Morgan was just like, oh hell no, hell no. We're not about to get these fool. We ain't about to get these country boy nothing.
Now, mind you, these motherfuckers, these 9, this is now JP Morgan was doing that bullshit. No, it's the 13 that includes him into the bullshit.
Yep.
But JP Morgan was doing that bullshit while Rockefeller and Rothschild was sinking the goddamn Titanic so we can have federal fucking government. Fuck them motherfuckers. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. And these organizations protect them. They protect their families.
Oh yeah, they made from their family.
Yep.
The fuck?
And a lot of these big businesses that we be looking at are like, they are these big, they pretty much, they built their businesses off of stealing from us and opium.
And also with the big corporations, this is I'm sure we all know this, that there are only 9 that go with the 9 Greeks, and everything fall up under those 9. I used to work for Johnson and Johnson. They used to have in the corporate office. So in headquarters of Johnson and Johnson, they have in the middle of the floor when you walk in for all employees free shit from all of their companies. You could just go into the box and get whatever you want, a Swiffer or whatever. You wouldn't believe the shit that Johnson and Johnson owns. They own every cleaning product, every soap. They own every mop, every fucking broom. They own they own every Band-Aid, honey. They own every fucking thing. You wouldn't believe it. And it's only 9 corporations that own everything.
That's just like what they did with the music business, though. Just like they made it a big 3. They made they took all of, like, there didn't used to be just 3 major corporations that owned all of the record labels.
Right.
With Universal being like the main distributor, the major distributor of music. Mm-hmm. There used to be, everybody had their own, like you had Tommy Boy, you had
Ruckus.
I mean,
Ruckus.
You said what?
Ruckus. You had a whole bit, man. It was so many. It was so many record labels that it was crazy. And you saying this, I was watching a video about an hour before I got on, talking about how private equity firms now control all of sports, because it used to be you couldn't have private equity firms owning sports teams. It is shifted. They don't figure out a way. All of this shit, like literally everything is starting to just do this. Everything. We had the illusion that it wasn't like that before.
Right.
But like George Carlin said, it's a big club and we ain't invited.
That's correct.
Period.
Yeah. BlackRock own neighborhoods now.
Yeah.
Complete whole fucking neighborhoods of homes, not commercial buildings. They've taken it's the same 9.
And that's what I mean. I guess we were saying all of this to say that, like, these people allowed it. They're sitting by and not trying to help at all.
Protected by it.
They're protected by it, and they're protecting these people that actually robbed us of generational wealth.
Each Greek organization has a covering. I mean, each 9 of the 9 Rothschilds to Lee has a covering from the organization.
Yeah.
How far can we get without them?
The only thing I can tell y'all, after having, I told you about that shit last week or 2 weeks ago when Blackjack was talking on that live. The only thing that we have working in our favor is that these motherfuckers, the ones at the top, they're fighting too. There's also good and bad up here. And now I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I said all they asses is bad.
No. But what I'm saying is the motherfuckers at the top, they're beefing too, to the point where, like, it's, how it is, it's level. The motherfuckers who like I can't say the word, that like to traumatize the kids and then do something to them, though, like, and get something out of them. We know it. Like, all of them ain't like that. But those groups, they all fighting, and now with everything that's going on, they're starting to lose power too, which means we got to make sure we're doing what we got to do so that we're straight. But
y'all continue. I'll be right back. My cat acting a damn fool. I don't know what's going on, so I got to pop off real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about, but not too many motherfuckers have it in them to want to do something because everybody want to comply. That's the shit I hate. I don't understand how the fuck do you comply to bullshit?
I mean, but you a leader. We don't understand it. It's never been in us. It's motherfuckers out here looking for a cult. They looking for somebody to ride or die with them and get into some humiliation shit with them and be their best friend behind that shit. They looking for that.
I heard something the other day that blew my mind. They said people was out here following Charles Manson.
Yeah.
But they said Charles Manson never killed anybody.
He had the right damn idea.
That's
He
right.
never did it,
Never.
but he had motherfuckers that I was like, oh
He
my
manipulated
God.
every nigga to turn into Jason.
He was a CIA agent.
Yes, he knew
But-
about the mind manipulation and how to
He
use
did. And not only that, he was on some shit. Like, he was pissed off because he was promised a record deal. He had a lovely voice. He could sing his ass off and he made really good music. And he was trying to get into the business, but they played him. So he
No.
had a lot of inside, like, listen to me, America. Majority of the people who we have been told are evil and terrible, horrible people, is
Are not.
because they were able to, it's the opposite.
Yep.
Pretty.
They were exposing shit when it comes to the people in charge of our country.
Let
This
me-
is
Have
some
a
real
show
shit.
about Gaddafi one day. I just want to have a whole fucking show about Gaddafi.
Hey, I'm with it.
Oh my God.
I'm about to say something to y'all without saying his name, so y'all can know what's up. There's a particular content creator on TikTok. I talked to him on the phone a couple weeks ago, and we had a good conversation.
Mhm.
He told me he was doing numbers. I'm talking about numbers, even over here on YouTube. He said they came to him and offered him money about him pushing an agenda. He
Mhm.
had all the receipts and put them on blast. And he said ever since then, he always get flagged and all that shit because he said, fuck y'all, and exposed them. I said, oh shit. All I'm gonna say, to kind of put it out there, so Pretty, I know we here, and I know G, we here too. When we chilling and we in the bed and we like to go get our that we like to something on that end with CK, he broke that shit. He was like, yo, I wasn't doing that shit. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit. And he said, as soon as he put him on blast, flag, banned, all that shit. Do y'all realize this man has had over 100 pages on TikTok? 100. 100. Over 100. Yes. Yes.
Oh, this the guy you was talking about, the one who be screaming.
No.
There's somebody else.
It's SNAX.
I think I've seen it before.
Sound it out. That's why I'm just not gonna say his name. But that, SNAX, if you go look him up right now, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Over 100 fucking pages. So it goes to show that it's out there, that the manipulation is what they want. They want to control you. And as soon as you don't do it, they on your motherfucking ass. That's why, what I told Sheldon was this. I said, Sheldon, whatever you do, you make sure that you always say, I'm going to Washington to represent the constituents of TX30. When they start asking you about the small hats and the juice packs, I'm here to represent
Correct.
the constituents of stay out of that shit. And if you do it like that, you're putting yourself in that box that you're here to do the right thing. Stay away from the motherfuckers. And they can't deny you if you do it that way. Don't just embrace the motherfuckers and don't let anybody in. No.
Right.
Them motherfuckers buying up everything and everybody.
Yes.
A lot of our, like, what a lot of people don't know. And I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm being a small mid-level content creator, they ain't gonna never be able to buy me because they know I'm on to their ass.
Yeah, but the thing
They
is,
they know that I'm on to them. So I will probably never
Girl, I'm
get
in
off
number 17. They be like, this bitch. Make sure she stay off the motherfucking internet. We don't
the shit is crazy. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure y'all. I talked to Pretty about this the other day. That clip with Bud Crawford and Shannon Crowder on the Pivot podcast. That shit hit like a ton of bricks. Shit, I sell my soul for $100 million. What
Oh,
the fuck?
yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
Yeah, I
what the
saw
fuck?
that.
And then for Bud to say Bud was like, that's you. And it shows your character. He called them out on his show and they came back and they doubled down on that shit. No, you can't come back from that because this is my, I put this out there and I will never stray away from this shit. My character will not allow me to take money for something I don't believe in.
Amen.
If I blow up on YouTube or TikTok or something like that, I would say YouTube. I blow up on YouTube and fucking some liquor brand come to me, want to put ads on my or give me a brand deal. I don't drink. I'm not promoting that. I'm not promoting Monster or what's the other one? Red Bull. I don't drink that shit, and I know what it does to you. I don't care how much money you offer me. I'm good. Because to me, they always want to come at you with something. They want to offer you something, that treat that you will take. What are you willing to give up? I'm willing to give up shit. And like I told you this, Jermaine walked away from a 6-figure job to not get that shot. He walked away from that shit. No, it was no hesitation. How many people are willing to do that? And I say this to the people that's going to end up seeing this shit. Where the fuck is your character? Where the fuck is your ethics and your morals?
Right.
And you're literally giving what we have inside of us is all we fucking got.
Damn.
And if a motherfucker want to take it, you're going to give it away willingly? Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Hell no.
You searching for somebody to give it to. Damn.
You want to give your fucking soul away for something that's not even real. Money is an option. It's not real.
Right.
You're right.
This shit crazy. I mean, G, that's why me and Pretty click, because when we used to do these live, we was the ones laughing the most. We was the ones making jokes and saying stupid shit, but we was talking real shit. But we all saw each other's character. We didn't allow the bullshit into our circle, and we saw who's not there anymore. We see the shit. Yeah. Your character bad. I don't want to be around you. Yo, I'm good. You can keep that shit away from me. Yeah. I'm straight. I don't want nobody that I know will probably stab me in my goddamn back. Nah, I'm good.
Some people only want you at the level that they can see you at.
Right.
They want to be able to keep an eye on you to make sure you're not passing them up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what I gather from a lot of these organizations. It's like, it's one thing for you to, excel. I'm not a hater. I love seeing excellence from anybody, especially when it comes to the Black people. But when you achieve that excellence off the shoulders of people who are supposed to be, that you're supposed to be helping, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? When you are joining forces with people who literally want to destroy our community, I got a problem with that. And then when you do it in such a sneaky ass way to where, like, for generations, we've been looking at you as pillars in our community when really you've been on some coon shit the whole time, I got a problem with that. And I'm not even saying this just to a specific group of people or a specific person. I'm not throwing those shots. I'm just feeling as if, like, you all have opportunities to help out people who are less fortunate than you. Everybody don't have the ability to go to college for 7, 18 years and be a doctor. But everybody don't have the know-how on how to eat a healthy diet or how to eat healthy or how to grow a garden or how to educate themselves. But you all have the ability to create resources for the community, and you choose not to. I got a fucking problem with that.
Yep.
You know what you just said that is real powerful is the fact that I understand that by us being on this earth, we have to figure out a way to make money. I totally understand. I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle. But when you find something that can actually help somebody and generate income or something, and all you want to do is come online and make these little ebooks and charge motherfuckers for the shit that you actually know, and then you're not willing to help somebody who may not have that, they gotta pay.
Right.
When you got motherfuckers out here like that Jay Morrison cat, and he from Jersey.
Yeah,
he did
the way he scammed those people at the Black Wall Street, that was dirty as hell.
That's the shit. That's the shit that I'm talking about. The one thing I noticed for me, and I noticed for both of y'all, I will never in my life be a gatekeeper.
Hell no.
Ever. I play golf. With me playing golf, my strength is my short game. Every dude that comes up to me saying, "Fool, can you help me with that?" Yes. No problem. Because why would I not help you?
Right.
What I'm gonna do, see you still come out this motherfucker, and when you get that club in your hand around that shit, you shaking and shit because you scared you're gonna do something stupid? No, I want to help you. Where has that shit gone? Everybody is so
People
goddamn
selfish.
cutthroat. Like, god
Yeah,
damn.
it's not even, it's I don't, it's the energy, it's a spirit that's been given to them from somebody that did that same shit to them, or something, or a spirit of lack. It's a spirit of lack because I used to my first go round on TikTok with the national everything. It's time consuming paperwork, and it was me on the phone with these people. So there's a charge for energy, right? There's a charge for energy exchange. But there are so many times that I have sat on the live for 24 hours explaining how to do all of that shit yourself. Now, if you cannot do it yourself and you need your hand held, then you got to charge. But if you are sincerely trying to awaken a people, you should be desiring to find the people that can't afford it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I don't understand how, like, we know, for instance, like, learning about how a lot of these organizations are mainly blue, no matter who. If that's your thing, cool. But if you know that you're in a liberal city and you see that there is a need and you're not fulfilling that need or helping out, I got a problem with that. Like,
You're
like
right.
for instance, living in Indianapolis, living in this liberal city here, you could drive all around here and you're going to see homeless people. You're going to see drug addicts. You're going to see trash everywhere. You're going to see, you even know that in Indiana, Black people have not only the highest percentage of unemployment, but we have the highest percentage of homelessness. We have a Black college here in Indianapolis. It's the only Black
one?
college in the state. It's called Martin University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been open since I think like 1970. And
Okay, it's new. All right.
I remember when Braun said that he wasn't going to be able to give them funding this year, and seeing how the black Democrats here were upset about that. So you mean to tell me all the money that you all have, y'all weren't able to invest in that? Why did you need money from him? All the money that you all have, you mean to tell me y'all couldn't create no type of shelters for our people? You mean to tell me you don't want to put no type of community centers in these neighborhoods to help out resources so people could get jobs, people could be able to go back to school without having to get a student loan? It's just that there's so many ways that you guys could breathe life back into the community. And I'm realizing the reason why you all choose not to is because you can't. Because you signed an oath. Is that what is that? Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you signed an oath to fulfill yourself, but to
Yeah.
not help out your community.
And not to fulfill nobody else that's not inside of the same organization and cult that you pledge your whole life to. Those are the only people that can get it. And we pick and choose those people
That
because
shit
we
is
got to be
crazy.
able to control them.
That is just insane in the membrane.
All the shit they do is insane to regular people.
Oh man, this is so sad. It's so sad because I always just used to look at people who are in these Greek organizations and I used to be like, damn, that shit dope. Like the stepping in the shit and the blah, 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 you know.
Man.
I never
Like we used to do that in school. Like we had a step team when I was in high school. Like we used to be doing the stepping, like, and I still think that, you know what I'm saying, it's cool, but like I just kind of feel like I'm not okay with the gatekeeping when we've already, we already see that we already got to work twice as hard. We already told we got to work twice as hard as everybody else just because of the stigma when it comes to our race. So it's like when we look at people who may be successful, we're not even sure if they got that shit off hard work or if they just are a part of one of these people, these fraternities.
No,
you
guess
got
what?
it. If y'all would have experienced that shit, I don't know if G did, but to see that shit on a campus, I was at a Black college for a hot second. And I told you, I grew up around that shit. For me, this is just me. The energy that I felt around the cues, I was a kid. Y'all know how that shit is. Yeah. To see that and to feel that, I was like, I like this. But once again, that was surface level. That's where the break is. We got to get past the surface level shit.
Yeah, we do.
I looked at it. My autistic ass was like, "This is too much noise and moving around for me. Sit y'all ass down."
I love stepping. I used to go to the step shows.
Shut
That
this
shit
shit
used to
up.
be, listen, man, back in the day, them Kappa parties used to be turned up. I'm telling you, one thing I'll say, man, y'all some partying. Y'all know how to throw some parties.
They-
I
Yes.
want to say,
I mean, it's demonic
Yes.
because alcohol, the spirit. I mean, all of it's demonic. All of it's rooted in some bullshit. Greek mythology.
man, I
All
was
the
in
Greeks
that thing.
is demons. Shit. No integrity, no morals, but I can step my ass. I got a routine for your ass.
Step my motherfucking ass off, boy. I used to have a good time. Now let's get back to the spiritual side. This is Stephen Darby. You've seen this man probably a couple times online. The brother always speaking some facts. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. When I tell you that this is the type of pastor that we need in our communities, we need more of him and less of Jamal Bryant. I'm sorry. This man is talking about the connection to the Boule and to these Greek organizations and how it connects to just us, just to the Bible, and our spirituality. It's just really interesting to listen to. So I'm gonna play a clip and then we're gonna go into how it definitely does tie into our energy.
Created to make you smart. It was created to give you their story. So I'm gonna help you. You can't name 2 kings of Africa. And the center of civilization all came out of there. Everything, knowledge, all came from there. Yet you can't name 2. But I guarantee you know more European and Greek culture than you know of anything else. Why? Because they wrote the book. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Then you see how powerful it is to actually teach, for somebody to teach you, your enemy to teach you. They're going to teach you your inferiority and teach you their superiority. So when we got in school, we learned about the history of European history. We learned about this American beginning of, and not black history, but white history. And then they left out the fact that George Washington was Freemasons. They left that out. They left out that Thomas Jefferson belonged to the Hellfire Club and they had sex with boys. They left that out. Somebody came along, whitewashed and Christianized that all these cats was Christian because they were talking about a deity. But we know they were deists and they were not Christian. This is the reason why they could be so hypocritical to say all men created equal and then have slaves. Because when they was writing all them laws, you were not included. It is, Thomas Jefferson said, we are not talking about the black, the Negro. So all of that, men were created equal. No, they ain't talking about us. Even Lincoln said it. He wasn't a great emancipator. He did what he had to do, but he didn't care nothing about the slaves. He's trying to keep the Union together. Why didn't we know that? Because we were taught their brand of history. It was whitewashed to keep us from understanding the true nature. Get what I'm saying? The true nature. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now listen, I'm a Christian. I love black and white, but why? But we got to learn.
Amen.
We got to learn. The Bible says the truth shall make you. When you went to school, why do we not like school? Why do we drop out of school? It's not we dumb or stupid. We're very intelligent. School doesn't relate to us. We're learning about stuff that doesn't relate to us. We cannot use this in our life. It's not going to matter about what I know about George Washington. But it may matter. It may give my sons some esteem and identity when I teach them about George Washington Carver. So
now, when that connects to spirit, I think it's more on the psychological level. Because I believe what he's saying is that, like, we probably would have had a lot more as kids. We probably would have had a lot more confidence. Does that make sense? In ourselves, how we learn more about these great kings and queens of dynasties when it comes to black culture, when it comes to Africa, when it comes to, like, I just found out not too long ago that a black woman, or a melanated woman, I wouldn't even say she was black, but a melanated woman was the queen of Hawaii before it was colonized. You know what I mean? Or Queen Khalifa of California. I would have loved to have knew who that was. Right. You know what I mean? But I didn't. The only thing that I knew is California, Sunshine, Beach Boys. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the presidents, we didn't know about, what's his name? Just see what I'm saying? I should be able to know their name just like that. But I could tell you about George Washington.
Right.
I can't tell you about Crispus Attucks. But I
Right.
can tell you about George Washington.
Right.
It's crazy. You taking me back. I went to a Catholic school from kindergarten to 8th grade. The fondest memory I have is 6th grade when Miss Oliver came in there with a book that was like this big, and she started talking to us about Egypt. And she wasn't supposed to do that because remember we was at a Catholic school. That's when I opened up my eyes to other shit because we were only being taught one thing.
Yeah.
And it goes to show how important it is to get through to the children, which is the reason why they want to infiltrate the children because they know they're easily manipulated.
Yeah. That's
And-
kind of what they did with us.
Yes, no, it's never changed. And I would say for y'all and everybody else, watch, I think it's called Loss of Recess or something like that on Angel Studios. You are going to be pissed, especially if you're a goddamn parent. What's going on now? Don't forget, if you go on Angel Studios and type in Recess, it's gonna pop up. But just check that shit out.
And I think that it also comes down to the fact that it's like it shaped our minds to with slave movies. That's my biggest issue with like slave movies. I freaking hate slave movies. Like we don't need no more slave movies.
I was just gonna say the reason that you never learned about history of Black people because the only history they put in the books was slaves. Because that's
Yeah.
what they wanted us to believe that we were, so they can pull this victimhood bullshit with the Democrats. But it all goes back to the Mossad and the juice boxes, because what's the girl? Maxine Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Her father created our textbooks.
Yep.
Sure did.
So those that is and also I think I come from a little bit of a different background, but for certain, I was put in places where it was all Black teachers around me, excelled Black teachers, right? So I was put in places that hell or high water, we gonna make sure you know who the fuck you are, kind of a thing. So very fortunate of that, and it was also in my home that I was living. My grandfather was college educated, right? So a class has to play into that, but they put us in the classes. Right. The only reason that he was college educated because my great grandfather could pass. So they put us in these classes. And so I had a different understanding. I knew that I was learning white people's history. You understand? And I had no problem with my confidence, i.e. the reason I didn't need affirmations or acknowledgement from a fraternity or a gang or some outside source, right? Because it's instilled. We have to get back to what are we going to do with our children?
Yeah.
My son is homeschooled. Like, when are you going to take the leap to say, this is some bullshit? And if you want them to be indoctrinated, and then you got to go back and talk to them again when they're 18 about everything that life got to give them, because you ain't learned shit about life while you was in school. The only reason that you go to school to the elementary is to go straight into college. They set you up to finish going to school so they can finish indoctrinating you, so they can finish taking your money. Your frontal lobe is not even closed yet, but now they push you into a workforce. You have no idea who you are. They manipulate the whole situation to make it be like that. The schools run the same as the jails.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same
Absolutely.
lunch trays, the same layouts.
Shit, a lot of the schools, if you notice, they used to be jails.
Right.
They look just like them.
Okay. So
They look
it
like
is-
prisons.
So it is deeply rooted and systematic of everything, and it's not just for Black people. It's every poor person.
It is because they pretty much got, they made it to where I explained this at one point, and this is what I be needing people to be understanding, especially like a lot of these young Black liberal I don't know why these young Gen Zers are so racist and are so obsessed with oppression and pointing fingers at the white people as if the white, calling them sun dodgers and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. It's some fucked up people out here of all races, all. But y'all gotta also understand that right now we're at a point where we don't know who's black and who's white no more.
I think a lot of that shit comes from what they're hearing at home.
No, it's what they're seeing on TV. It's what they see. It's what they're being taught at these colleges. That's why Charlie Kirk was such a threat, because he was getting those were people. These young people needed some way to become free thinkers, because college, they already indoctrinate us in school. So that's kind of like in elementary, it's innocent. It's kind of innocent a little bit. You learning about your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, colors. It's innocent. Then it's like you got junior high, and remember, they kind of like in a lot of places they done took junior high away. They just gonna put you with the high schoolers now.
You think about what you just said.
What?
Do y'all realize that Charlie Kirk was going to multiple college campuses saying college is a scam?
Yeah.
He was on they shit telling their cash cow, you shouldn't be here. They ain't like that shit. I just thought about it.
But you know what's crazy? Thinking about it from somebody who actually went to college, and I dropped out. It really kind of is, because I'm seeing people who got college degrees that make the same amount of money that I make, and I ain't been to college.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you with that. I agree to this extent. And I'm talking about in our community, especially if you do go to a good one.
Mm-hmm.
In our generation, if you were to go to a HBCU and get your college degree, and you're around the right people, that's different. But just going to college, no. Unless you're gonna be a motherfucking, and you don't even need, you could do it other ways, an engineer or the doctor or something like that. If your ass is going to college for a psychology degree, come on now, like
or communications.
Yeah, like business management. You don't need to do that. You could be an entrepreneur.
I don't understand this. Like, look, check this out. If I had the opportunity to do it all over, I would. I don't understand why we as a community cannot align ourselves up with the vision of this. There should be, if you know for sure that you're going to have multiple kids, all of your kids should be available to do something that is going to be useful for generations. You should have a doctor, a lawyer, somebody who's into tech. Like, this is what we need right now. Somebody that's into tech, somebody who's good with their hands, meaning they could build or they could fix cars. If you have multiple children and all of them can contribute in these ways, you damn near got a whole business right there.
But that's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like if you look at remember on the Godfather. Godfather is the perfect example of how to solidify your legacy and how to align your family up. They knew that they was on some criminal shit. So guess what? They made sure that they had a lawyer who was a part of their family that could speak on their behalf. If you got a lawyer in your family, you set.
I regret not taking up a trade. Like,
man,
I went to.
It ain't too late, bro.
Huh?
It ain't too late.
No, it's when back in the day. You know how it is in the hood. We had university, science high, and arts high. Arts high is the school that Tisha Campbell went to. Michael B. Jordan, all of them. I went to science. Now, I wasn't into science. My grandmother said you go in there. If I could go back, I would have went to Bloomfield Tech or Newark Tech. That way, I could have did that shit early. Whether it have been electrician, plumber, this, that, whatever, because that trade shit is always going to be there. And that's like right now, it's always going to be in demand because those motherfuckers, they different. Mechanics, all of that shit, you have to have them. And you got motherfuckers out here with these illusionary motherfucking degrees that ain't gonna do nothing, and all motherfuckers doing is talking.
Yeah.
I saw a show not too long ago, and I think a plane crash. You might have seen that show. I only watched like a couple episodes, and you had all these rich motherfuckers. They was on this island though. Guess who was the main person? Guess who was the person everybody needed? The goddamn Spanish chick, the illegal immigrant who knew how to cook and grow shit and everything like that. She had all the fucking resources. If we don't get back to that, we fucked. Motherfucker, you can't grow your own food. You doomed.
Yeah, I gotta start. I gotta definitely get back into well, not get back to it, but shit, I gotta start my garden. Soon as I was gonna get ready to because you gotta filter out your soil. Like if you leave your soil, I got like one of those containers with all the soil in it.
Mhm.
So in order for me to be able to put food, put my plants and stuff in there and start growing, I gotta like clean out that soil because of all the seasons and all of the moisture in order for you to, gotta do all of that. Soon as I was gonna get ready to do that shit today,
it snowed.
I'm like, you dirty bitch.
Did you don't make sure this year, did you put the copper thing in all your shit?
No, I'm gonna do it this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a lot of stuff differently. Last year was pretty rough for me. I don't know what it was. I also got to make sure that I go towards heirloom seeds.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if a lot of people are aware, but they're selling us a lot of GMO seeds. And as with anything, which is why shit is so imbalanced right now, it's very important that you have male and female flowers. Because without them, you can't pollinate. You can't, you know what I mean? You need male and female flowers. And I noticed, I was like, yo, like I had some cucumbers last year. I was like, yo, is my cucumber plant gay? Like, what is going on here? Like, why is there no female flowers? Like, because you need the flowers. You could self-pollinate, meaning you could take like just a Q-tip and rub it around the pollen and then put it inside. It's like you kind of forcing it, but that's what the bees are for. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't really been having no bees like that. And now you giving me some gay seeds. Like, come on, bro. Like everything is a damn scam. It's a damn scam. So this
it's all over with.
I need to ask both of y'all a question. I need y'all advice real quick, even though I know the answer. I'm already leaning towards what I'm going to do.
What's up?
Tomorrow, I was supposed to go to some kind of study or something like that, and it was going to be for $325. I had to be there from 8 to 5, right? Now, pretty, I just got a text from a dude on Mike Collins' campaign.
Mm-hmm.
While we sitting here, I literally just got a text, and he said, we're having some of our top supporters join Mike in the Capitol tomorrow at 12:30. He is qualifying for the Senate race and is doing a press conference afterwards. Our whole team is going to be there, and Mike would really appreciate it if you could make it. I got to say, fuck that $325. Am I wrong? Like, I can make $325, but I can't pass up on, I'm not going to get that opportunity again after I just met him.
No, you're not.
Today. That's why I'm like,
no, yeah, that's not the option.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I guess I'll be there tomorrow. Fuck that.
Yeah,
money ain't the key. It's the agenda. Ain't that what we just? That's what they told us. They taught us. Shit, it ain't about the
like,
money.
Well, Jerome, see what we need. We need you to get to the blacks.
And then, as soon as I hear the blacks, I'm gonna say that's y'all got their problem right there. You say the. You don't say the whites, do you?
We need you to get to the blacks. We need you to bring them our way. I'm just kidding, but that's a beautiful.
They're gonna have you in there doing their own study. What does YN mean?
young niggas that won't vote for you. That's what it means.
What does unk mean? I heard that unk means uncool. What is unk? I don't know what unk is. Can you elaborate on that for us? I love it. Look, this is why I'm saying I love like when my white people ask me a question about something and I'll be like, you don't know what that is. It's the same thing with us. They be asking me, I ask them about something. They're like, you don't know what that is? No, I do not. I ain't never been kayaking in my life. Okay. I don't know what that is.
Let me I'm go all out tomorrow. Which one y'all want me to wear tomorrow? This one, the David Banner shirt.
Fuck David Banner. No, we don't.
Don't wear the David Banner shirt.
He one of them.
Or this one.
Neither one.
Why?
Because, man, this is business.
Correct. I thought you was about to show us some suits or something.
No. I'm not. I'm all this me. I don't do that.
Okay.
I'm behind the scenes. I don't need to do all that. And everybody, no. Oh no.
Well, I just still don't want you to go on there and say with a nigga on your shirt.
Yeah, I don't want you to go with no nigga on your shirt, man.
This wasn't a nigga.
I ain't see the other one. I can't see it. It's too small.
You gotta dress how you want to be addressed.
Oh no, not that either. You just going in there with all type of combatism.
Man, don't scare the white folk, man. They bringing you in.
Correct. Right. You got to go in there and dress like them. Where's your
Started
polo
from
at?
the bottom. What is that? Is that
Got
a
a polo
food
shirt?
stamp? These ain't white folk. These white people. It's a difference.
That's a hellified analogy. You're absolutely right.
These ain't white folk. That white folk, they gonna be like, shit, wear that shit. Bring me one. These are white people.
I got one already.
These are white people. It's a difference. You gonna wear the shit anyway. I told him, I tried to talk him into getting his hair straightened out for the thing. He said, I'm gonna wear, I don't give a fuck. I was like, man, I know you gonna wear your lot. They came out good though. I'm glad you had a good time smiling and grinning, holding on to them thickums. I was like, well, I can't get a picture like that. You were smiling hard as hell with the females. You're gonna send me this Ike Turner ass picture. Send me the picture like you were squeezing on them yams in them pictures.
It was obviously it was in the moment. It was in the moment.
Yeah, determined got it right. You suit casual. You never know who you gonna meet. You considering that you be on the golf course, man, you should at least have you a couple of polos, some slacks, and some boat shoes. I love boat shoes.
What the hell is a boat shoe?
You don't know what boat shoes are? Man, what? You ain't got no they like loafers. They just loafers.
Nah, but my golf gear is tight.
It is. Your golf gear your golf gear be fresh as hell, bro.
So throw on some golf gear with some gems, with some kicks. Man, you good. Now you good.
Man, it's time to get up, man. You about to be hey. I swear, you could do it. I believe in you.
We're not conforming to be somebody we not, but there's an elevation in class all times. It's always a time to elevate. It don't got nothing to do with a white person. If you still feel like that in your mind, that's something you got to change. That you dressing up to act white. What the fuck do that mean?
Oh no! I wasn't on it. I wasn't on it like that. But
okay.
I just know how I get down. Like even you saw it when I did the thing at the BOC. I had my resist shirt on or whatever. And some jeans because it was cold. But with talking to y'all, I don't mind putting on my golf shit. That's fine. I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, you never know what type of latex you might meet.
Not tomorrow.
Latex. You never know.
I have my
what's the first question gonna be? Bitch, is you in a sorority?
No, nah. Pretty no. My first question is, did you get that shot? Did you get a shot?
Yeah. If you got that jab, it's a no.
I ain't interested. Nope. I'm good.
It's a no. It's a no. We're going to close out with this last video and then we're going to go ahead and end this. We've been just talking. This is our first time having our show together. So like, we really just been like talking. I'm really feeling the vibe. I think that this is going to be a long and beautiful relationship. It's necessary to be able to have conversations like this. This is my first time having co-hosts. So y'all are a part of a new union that we're forming right now. And we just wanted to see how it's gonna go. Y'all, how y'all feel? How y'all feel?
I love it. I love it.
I
even
do
though
too.
even though y'all got me
Well,
like
fool,
Angela Yee.
we've been through this before.
Yeah, but y'all got me like I'm Angela Yee, since it's 2 women and a
No,
dude.
fuck
So
you not.
you know, fuck it. It's all good. It's all good. No problem.
How you feel? How you feel, G?
I love it. I love it. I think we're like-minded, but not all on the same. We're on the same page, but we all have different wavelengths. But we're all going the same way. So we all have different opinions, but they all based around and rooted in the same thing. I think it works.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. So this was like an interview. Y'all watched the whole interview for the last 2 hours.
You just make sure very soon we got a show where her and Megan is on the same panel. So I
Oh
can just
man,
sit
that's
back.
gonna be next week.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
get y'all on here next week, man.
be laughing
The
my ass
funniest
off.
thing, I've been watching Megan for like 10 years. That's my girl. You hear me? I used to
I love me
rewatch just
some
so I
Megan.
can laugh my ass off. I love me some Megan.
I love me some Megan, man. That's the like she's just I just like people with strong voices. You know what I
Correct.
mean? If you
Correct.
got a strong voice and with that strong voice you're using it in a good way, I rock with you. But if you just got a loud voice and you were just talking stupid shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't rock with you, man. It ain't about what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it,
How you
and
say
if
as
you're
she say
saying the
ho,
right thing.
Long as she say ho, my day is
Oh!
complete. Ho.
Oh, what'd you say? Oh,
Oh.
oh, she watching. No, oh, I remember I tell her, did you know that it was 62? So it's 62 versions of nigga? What? I want you to hear the insult. Y'all about to make me cuss out my own house. And just so she knows, shout out to you. That video went viral. That short went viral on my page.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it went viral on my shorts, like on YouTube. The video with me talking to her, that one and the one where she was talking about Muhammad Ali. They was trying to talk crazy to her in the comments, but I was on their ass like back pockets. Like, leave my auntie alone, man. She telling the right story.
She shows it at all times.
She usually telling the right story. So this dude right here, he been talking some crap. I don't remember what's his name. I don't really remember his name.
His name is Dr. Okay, I'm gonna get it for you real quick. Hold on.
I see him all the time, and he's always talking that shit. And right here, I never knew this, but he's talking about how Kobe Bryant was actually possibly assassinated.
Correct. And LeBron James ain't got no more days left behind that shit. Shaq going down 4-2.
What? I ain't even finished watching it. Bishop Larry Gators, that's his name.
I was about to call him doctor, but I knew it was something in front of that. Yep.
So he's talking about the religious portion of the Boule in the secret society and tying it all the way to biblical terms, all the way back to Africa and everything. Like, just check out what he says.
Down to 66, because these 45-degree books reveal that the term church was not in existence. The body of Christ, but not the term church, which means the goddess Circe, the one that absorbs energy.
Oh, shit. This is the one I was telling you about. This is the one I was telling you about, G. Okay, I'm on the wrong part, but this is the one. This is it. This is what I was telling you about when it comes to church.
And let me go one step further in connection to Foreign East and connection to Kobe Bryant, a Luciferian project completed. So then, no scripture, there is not one scripture in the Holy Writ that says that Christ told you and I to call ourselves Christian. My people say, well, Bishop, is in Acts 11:26, okay? The Emperor Claudius Germanicus, who was not only the Emperor of Rome during that time in Acts 11:26, but was also the governor over Antioch. He concocted a two-part plan, a two-tier plan, how to blood suck the true body of Christ of Acts 2, the apostolic. Well, the term Christian doesn't mean Christ-like. The term Christian means an imbecile.
Damn.
It means an idiot. I know to the average listener, they can't believe this. So the term Christian, the first tier means a imbecile, an idiot, one who would crystallize the Vatican in the Roman Empire as a god. It doesn't mean Christ-like. It means antichrist. Wait, so no scripture. I challenge any theologian, and I've been teaching now 42 years through our global ministry, a Global Spiritual Revolution Media Group, that I challenge any theologian to tell me that Christ said himself to call ourselves Christian. No. So the term Christian means imbecile, but also the term
in Greek.
No, in Latin, in the Latin Vulgate expression, the term Christian is actually a Latin Vulgate language or dialect of the Vatican.
Shit.
More exposure. More this is
So-
more. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, that's all you could. That's all you can say. It's more, and you know, him coming out with something like this, you're gonna have the Christians want to condemn him, but then it turns into, before you condemn anybody, go verify, because that's what we deal with. We got a lot of people that speak on emotions before they verify.
Yeah.
That's the issue that we have.
And that's why I was like, it's important that we verify. So I wanted to talk about this, and then we're gonna close out in a minute. This is church, right? Now it says Middle English. It's church. From Old English, circe, place of assemblage set aside for Christian worship, the body of Christian believers, Christians collectively, ecclesiastical authority or power, from Proto-Germanic. Now we see this word here, circe or circe. So let's see what that means. In Greek, this is circe right here. In Greek mythology, circe, pronounced circe, is a witch, sometimes considered a goddess or a nymph. In most accounts, Circe is described as the daughter of the sun god Helios. Are y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
I'm definitely here.
Absolutely.
Did you hear that this means witch? Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Hold on. This can't. I gotta show y'all this shit real quick. Cause I'm throwed off. I'm throwed off. This is why it's important for y'all to start looking up stuff before y'all just. So this is Circe. Y'all see him right here. And now, mind you, I just told you that was what church meant. Now she's a Roman god. She's a Roman goddess or a nymph. What is a nymph?
A freak.
A minor female nature deity in ancient Greek folklore. Distinct from other Greek goddesses, nymphs are generally regarded as personifications of nature. They are typically tied to a specific place, landform, or tree, and are usually depicted as maidens. Because of their association with springs, they were often seen as having healing properties. Other divine powers of the nymphs including divination and shape-shifting. Shit. But y'all got to hear the story. What you about to say, G?
You said what? You said what? Shape shifted and what else?
Shape-shifting. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Yeah, whoa. Shape-shifting, divination, and shape-shifting. In spite of their divine nature, they were not immortal. Wow. This is some crazy stuff. This is crazy. But listen to this crazy song. I mean, this crazy thing about Circe. So Circe was renowned for her vast knowledge of potions and herbs. Through the use of these and a magic wand or staff. Who else do we see have a staff that is known to be a religious person?
The Pope.
All right, let's continue. She would transform her enemies or those who offended her into animals. The best known of her legends is told in Homer's Odyssey when Odysseus visits her island of Aea on the way back from the Trojan War, and she changes most of his crew into swine. These are pigs right here. So this is from that. What other, does that sound familiar to you all? About
Biblical as hell. When he cast out the demons into the damn pigs.
into swine, right? She changes most of his crew into swine. He manages to persuade her to return them to human shape, lives with her for a year, and has sons by her, including Latinus and Telegonus. Her ability to change others into animals is further highlighted by the story of Picus, an Italian king whom she turned into a woodpecker for resisting her advances. She was a bitter bitch, huh? Jeez. Another story tells of her falling in love with the sea god Glacius, who prefers the nymph Scala to her. So he wanted another hoe. In revenge, Circe poisoned the water where her revival bathed and turned her into a dreadful monster. This is what the birth of the word church came from.
Why?
Are you
is
not
the question.
demonized? Are you not demonized if you're a non-believer?
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm a motherfucking heathen.
Heathen, harlot,
Heifer, charlatan. Shit, it's a whole bunch of them shits.
So knowing all of this, why would you want to be associated with this type of history? If this is history, we just heard a part of that is connected to a story in the Bible. Don't that tell you that they took some of the things that they learned that was possibly of the oldest Bible and made it into their own shit?
Pretty.
Yep.
I think I told you this before. When I found out about the word bless, if a person sneezes, I don't say bless you anymore. I say abundance. One day I was with my ex. Her cousin was at a little get together or whatever, and I mentioned me not using the word bless. This chick was ready to cut my goddamn throat because of that, and because she immediately associated it with the church. What the hell are you talking about? That means you don't understand the etymology of words. But that's that brainwashing shit right there. Solid. You ready to defend something you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Damn.
This shit is crazy.
As hell.
I just find it ill to know that these people who we held to higher standards signed their life over to these deities that have absolutely nothing to do with our culture. And we'll be talking a lot about this throughout the month when it comes to just references to spirituality. What did our people, since we were already here, what did they pray to? What did they sell? What did they worship? What was their spiritual practices before they brought these other known religions of that side over here? Because there was that they definitely was pushing it. They were pushing it. I got article after article talking about how they were pretty much putting people in alignment to make sure that they get the Native Americans or the American Indians to believe in Christianity. And there's always a saying that they gave us the Bible and then they did what?
Got all the land.
And how do you all know that you all have the real Bible?
It ain't.
If the real Bible, if the largest Bible, well, the most oldest Bible, which is the Ethiopian Bible, has, what is it, 88 books?
Correct. Correct.
The Catholic Bible has 71 or 72. The American Bible only has 66 books.
Right. We missing all the spell work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These are questions I need y'all to ask, man. It sounds like some folks have used these things in order to keep us out of alignment and unable to connect to our higher selves.
Absolutely. And
It's
please
no
research.
difference. It's no difference to them telling us to keep shoes and socks on our feet instead of being able to ground ourselves.
Correct.
You don't even know going outside, put your feet in grass if it's real grass anymore.
Please
They've
research.
disconnected us. Please research. They've disconnected us, y'all, and we trying to connect us back. It's important that we do because they losing.
In
They
a, in
losing.
a in a way people wouldn't even believe. They throwing a temper tantrum because they losing.
Yeah. And they doing everything that they can to keep you looking at this, looking at that, looking at this, looking at that, looking at this, looking at that. Look over here. They bombing Iran right now. Oh, no, wait. We can't look over there now. Nope. We got to look over here because we got to shoot up the
Epstein
mall.
files. Epstein
We got
files.
Epstein files. Now we got to shoot up the mall. We got a mall shooting over here. We got another shooting over here. It's so many different places and so many different distractions that's in our way right now that it's hard for us to even be able to connect to our higher selves because we're so distracted by everything. They putting fentanyl in the weed, so you got to be careful with that.
Wow.
Absolutely.
God damn, they're gonna have motherfuckers out here twitching like Smokey.
Man, listen.
I just seen,
Yeah.
I don't know if correct or factual, but I just seen that video about the guy bought the alcohol from the store and he died.
Yeah. I
Fentanyl
think
in
that's
that
some
bottle.
bullshit.
Okay.
Me personally, yeah, I
Okay.
think that's some bullshit. I
Okay.
said, y'all got to be careful also because a lot of people be making up these stories online for attention, and the shit really don't be making no sense because, first of all, you talking about Hennessy, right? Now they say that he got the bottle from ABC, which is out there, which is down south. I think it's like in Alabama. I don't know if it's some in Georgia or anything like that. So that means that if you opened your bottle and the seal is closed, if you opened your bottle and it was Hennessy in it was Fenty in that bottle, that means that all of the bottles would have had Fenty in it because you're not getting a bottle where the seal is closed. And ain't nobody at the liquor store popping the seal open and then putting the shit in there and then gluing it back together.
That's correct. That's correct. But in all actuality, let's stay away from these demonic things that they set up for us to be in.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you think the liquor store every 2 blocks?
Yeah.
In the hood. Ain't
And
no
not too
liquor
far
store
away
every
from the
2 blocks.
church.
Right. Across the street from the damn church.
Right across the street from the church. The liquor store is right there. McDonald's is a block up.
We have to be mindful of energy. We got to
Yeah.
be mindful of energy. It's certain places that for real you ain't supposed to fucking be. It's certain things you're not supposed to consume. How about quit watching TV all goddamn day?
Yeah.
Don't listen to the news. Stop drinking Akul. And if you don't know who that is, we got to research.
Yeah. Well, this was good talk. This was good talk. I
Great talk.
appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to my chats. Let me see who's all here. Let me give y'all some love. See who all came in. We got Maurice Johnson 597. What's happening? What's going on?
He in
Thank
Dubai
y'all
right
for
now.
stopping through. He in Dubai.
Yep.
Ooh. We're sending prayers your way, brother. Sending prayers your way. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
Aaliyah. I hope I say it right. We got
That's
Kid
my baby
Gravity
Elijah.
Beyond. Oh, Elijah said that's my mom. What's going on, Elijah? Thank you for stopping through. King Gravity Beyond, thank you for stopping through. Auntie Melody, we love you. Thank you, boo. Thank you for coming through, Auntie. Determined Quad, you always here. You here every week, so we definitely grateful. G Money, what's happening, bro? Thank you for stopping through. 504 Ray Fisher, you always here too. We appreciate you. Thank y'all so much, man. We're so grateful that you all just even take time out of your Monday to spend it with us at 5 o'clock. We went over a little bit because the conversation was so engaging, and it's just things that we all are learning as well. We don't know everything, you know what I mean? We learning just like y'all are. And we look forward to just continuing on with this conversation, and we'll see you all next Monday. Make sure you all follow us. You can follow me, of course, at the Realist Lounge on all social media sites. Who?
Unplugged Free Your Mind or Unplugged FYM, pretty much everywhere, and on Facebook, Jerome Fitz, FITTS.
And,
All right.
and Unapologetically G on TikTok.
All right, now, y'all, we appreciate you all. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, we'll see you all. Make sure you all share this video. It will be recorded, so make sure you all share the video. Tell a friend, and we'll see you all next week. All right? Peace out.
Deuces, everybody.
Later.
Peace, y'all. Oh, stay in the studio.
Just trying to stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops. I'm seeing all the ops. Fake news, fake views. It's an illness, the cure to the sick shit. It's the pretty real.